Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into a major efficiency breakthrough for anyone managing inventory transfers.
Especially if you're on an ERP platform like Encompass.
Exactly. We're going to be exploring the BDC Transfer Planner, a tool that really aims to get rid of, a pretty painful weekly task.
Oh, it was a grind. Before this kind of automation, you had teams spending, serious hours every single week.
Just manually combing through reports.
Yeah, just hunting through inventory line by line, trying to spot a shortage in one warehouse and, hopefully a matching excess in another.
And the real issue wasn't just finding the need, it was figuring out how much to send. Right.
That was the problem. The transfer amount was almost always based on intuition, maybe a gut feeling.
So the final step, actually hand keying all that research onto a transfer invoice, that's where things could really go wrong.
And this is what's so fascinating, why it's so difficult for a person to get right. To get a truly balanced transfer, you have to account for at least three big, constantly moving parts at the same time.
Okay, so what are they?
First, you've got your DOI, your days of inventory needed. Then you have to factor in existing pre-sale stock you've already promised to customers.
Right, so it's already spoken for.
Exactly. And then, of course, any incoming shipments on top of that. Juggling those three in your head or even in a spreadsheet, it's a recipe for disaster.
It sounds like trying to cook a three-course meal all at once, blindfolded. So how does the logic in the tool tackle that, especially the DOI calculation?
Well, it basically replaces all that human intuition with a pretty sophisticated multi-layer logic. It makes a dual decision.
Automatically.
Dual decision.
Yeah. So first, it decides if there's a legitimate need at the destination warehouse. And second, and this is the critical part, it checks if there is true excess inventory at the source.
Ah, so not just any excess, but inventory you can actually afford to move.
Precisely. You don't want to cause pain at the source.
That simultaneous check feels like the real game changer here.
It is. The tool sends as much as it can to cut down on out-of-stocks at the destination, but at the same time, it protects the source. It won't overtransfer.
Never. And that prevents that dreaded seesaw effect.
The seesaw effect.
Yeah, where you fix a shortage in warehouse A, but in doing so, you immediately create a stock out in warehouse B. You're just chasing the problem around.
So this whole workflow changes the human role entirely. You're not the calculator anymore.
No, not at all. You become the coordinator. You're just reviewing the automated list to make sure it's all, up to snuff.
And once that review is done,
that leads right into the biggest efficiency gain. The data doesn't get keyed in line by line. It's a bulk import.
not all at once.
All at once, straight into a transfer invoice in Encompass.
So that obviously takes far less time, but more importantly, it just wipes out the chance for data entry errors.
And that greatly increases the quality of the data behind every single transfer.
It really moves the whole process from being a best guess into a data-driven science. The human decision is almost taken out of it.
Right. And if you think about the bigger picture, you've automated all these complicated decisions around your inventory constraints.
Yeah.
The result is just high-quality, data-driven moves every time.
And that improved data has to impact everything else down the line. It's forecasting.
Absolutely.
Agreed. So here's a final thought for you to chew on. If optimizing a complex move like a transfer requires logic that can protect your source while helping your destination, how much inventory pain are you accepting today simply because you haven't addressed the data quality that influences every other move in your entire supply chain?